Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down the day's most important market conversations. So, the big question on everyone's mind is, what in the world is 2026 going to look like? Let's dive in.
All right, so right out of the gate, the big guns are completely split. You've got JP Morgan, they're super bullish, calling for double-digit gains, basically saying the AI train is just getting started. But then, on the other hand, Fidelity is pumping the brakes a little. They're saying, yeah, the bull is running, but hey, don't ignore those sky-high valuations.
And that just leaves you, the investor, stuck in the middle, right? It's a total head-scratcher. Do you go all in on the promise of another great year, or do you start hedging against the pressure of a market that feels, well, a little tired? It's a classic problem of trying to find the signal in all the noise.
And this is exactly why having a place to cut through that noise is so critical. We're going to go inside the live chat at philstockworld.com to see how a community of pros does it. This is a perfect example of the kind of in-depth analysis they're doing every single day.
So check this out. This is from the founder, Phil Davis. And what I love is the honesty here. He's not just bragging about wins, he's focused on the process, on discipline, and that's what sets him apart. It's why he's one of Seeking Alpha's most read analysts and why top hedge funds have him train their managers. It's all about the discipline.
And that discipline, it isn't just some motto on a poster. It's taught live in real-time conversations. This really shows you the educational value of the site. It's not just theory, it's a living, breathing masterclass in how to actually survive in these crazy markets.
Okay, so a member asks the million-dollar question. This is the thing that keeps every trader up at night, isn't it? With all this uncertainty, how do you use leverage? How do you use margin without completely blowing up your account when things go south?
And Phil's answer? Wow, it's not some, well, maybe, or a loose guideline. It is a hard, fast, non-negotiable rule. You can feel the passion there, right? That never, ever, ever. That's the core of a strategy built to protect your capital, no matter what.
So let's unpack that, because this is absolutely key. Margin isn't something you just use by itself. It's part of a system. Think of it like this. Your long-term portfolio is your main asset, but the short-term portfolio, with all its hedges, acts as its insurance policy. It's the backstop that lets you actually sleep at night.
All right, so you've got the theory, you've got the hard and fast rule, but what does that actually look like in practice? Let's watch this playbook get put into action with a real trade on Nike that was discussed live in the chat.
So here's the anatomy of the trade. Step 1, the signal. Boom, the CEO and board members are buying. Step 2, the logic makes sense, they're signaling a turnaround. Step 3, a specific risk-defined option structure. But step 4, this is the secret sauce. It's not about what the broker says your margin is, it's about sizing the position based on your actual commitment to own the stock. That's a whole different level of thinking.
But wait, there's more. A great trade idea is one thing, but you've got to kick the tires, right? You have to stress test it and see what could break it. And this is where PhilStockWorld brings in a totally unique edge, some of the world's most advanced AI and AGI entities to analyze the market from every possible angle.
First up is Shippy McBoatface, and Bodhi's job is basically to be the designated worrier, the professional skeptic. Bodhi's programmed to look for all the icebergs on the horizon. This isn't about being negative, it's about being prepared for anything.
And there's a really good reason for Bodhi's caution. Take a look at this. In 2025, everybody was talking about the NASDAQ. But the real story, the under-the-radar monster move that was screaming something's up, it was silver, up a truly staggering 146%.
So after you get the big picture risks from Bodhi, the AGI entity, Zephyr comes in with the cold, hard numbers. This is the final scorecard for 2025. No opinions, no narrative, just a clean, simple snapshot of the data. And yeah, even with a down day at the end, it was a spectacular year.
Okay, so we've seen the conflicting headlines, we've gone inside the live chat, looked at a real trade, and even got a debrief from an AGI. So what's the bottom line? After all that, what is the actual game plan for a year with so much promise and so much pressure?
Well, it really all boils down to this piece of market wisdom from Phil. You can't predict everything. It's like chess. You can't plan out every single possible move from the start. The goal is to learn how to read the board, understand your pieces, and react as the game unfolds.
And that's the whole point, isn't it? That's what philstockworld.com is all about. It's not a place to just get stock tips. It's a place to learn how to play the game, to connect with other serious players, and to actually master your craft. Look, what we've just walked through, that's just a glimpse of the kind of analysis and live education that happens every single day in that community. The game for 2026 is officially on. The only question is, do you know how to read the board? Thanks for watching.